everybody's putting heart and soul into it and such, you may very well, end up seeing more on your paycheck at the end of the game. Okay, so that's the gamble, but it's a way to make movies.
Then it's okay because that's okay too. You move on to the next project.
Exactly, man. Well, dude, I got to say, I know you need to go. I know you're in the studio and you're doing all the stuff you're doing, man. But
I'm recording right now, but I'm glad I took the time to spend some time with you. It was really fun. And Roger, it's a pleasure meeting you.
You too. I can't wait to work together, David.
Well, Parrish will pass my number on to you and just give me a call.
Exactly, man.
Thanks so much, man.
And I want to say, David, again, thank you so much for joining us tonight, dude. It's been an honor and a pleasure having you on. This has been a kick-ass fun show. All right, a lot of shows you do. Yeah, a lot of shows you do, and it's a good show. But this is one that was good and fun. And so, David, man, thanks again, and have a great night. All right.
Thanks, man. I hope everybody out there had a little fun too. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Have a great one. Thanks. All right. Now, that was David Hess. All right, folks, and so Roger, kick-ass cool guy, right?
Oh man, I'm on a cloud, man. It's incredible. Very cool cat.
He's a cool guy, and Kristen. I mean, you've been on the show, the whole show, and I know you've got a couple of words in edgewise, but literally, that was
awesome.
the kind of conversation. Well, that's the kind of conversation that this show is about.
It is. It really is. And he I tell you what, my side's kind of aching. He had me giggling back here, so. Really
literally,
I'd love to meet him one day.
And it's great to know, and I think, Roger, you'll agree on this, it's great to know that the folks like David Hess, out there that literally inspired so many of us, in so many different areas of film, to get into film, to do what we do, et cetera, crap. It's also great that they see this whole indie film, if you will, revolution, evolution, the movement that is, and they recognize it as the future, the future of film, all right? And they understand and grasp that, this is the way to make movies. No, it doesn't involve, $20 million or sometimes even $1 million, but it's a way to create good entertainment, visual entertainment for people and still maintain a career and pay the bills, right?
Absolutely. Just to put things in perspective about Los Angeles versus other countries or other states is, I have a very good friend that works on CSI, the #1 show in the world.
Right.
It's cost something like $14 million a week to produce, so they've got money. It's Jerry Bruckheimer backed. The producers make a fortune, and they said it's too expensive to shoot in Los Angeles anymore, so they're not going to shoot in downtown L.A. anymore. So when a $14 million production says L.A. costs too much to make movies in, I think that's speaking volumes. Yeah,
exactly. There comes a point at which, and again, we talked about a bit earlier in the show, Avatar, with its, Jesus, $500 million, I mean, come on, at what point do we say that, okay, everybody's celebrating the success of Avatar, et cetera, but as David said, for $500 million, hellfire, you should end up with a film after 10 years that you would celebrate,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
who has that kind of money on average aside from James Cameron,
Well, nobody.
Christ.
I think there was probably a lot of money spent on that film that didn't need to be spent on that film. I mean, the word is that they did something like a third or a half of the film, and then the technology advanced to a point where the film wouldn't work anymore. So they had to go back and redo all this CG and stuff because, and now all that money's thrown away.
Right.
So,
and so it boils down to, you can have one $500 million film every 10 years, but with an indie, we can actually continue to supply viewers via DVD and Netflix and downloads, whatever the case may be, with a steady supply of entertainment, which means great for the viewers and great for those of us who are creative and those of us who are artists who go out there and we want to work, and we can make quality entertainment, a 90-minute feature film, for what, 100,000 instead of 100 million, okay?
Absolutely. And I'm definitely, Takashi Miike is a huge inspiration for me because he's been doing it for like 10 years and has something like 89 movies or 90 movies. Stanley Kubrick did it for, 40 or 50 years and has 9 or 10. So
right.
I make movies because I love making movies, not because I'm a perfectionist or I'm looking to get rich. I want to make a living at it. I'd love to get rich, but I do it because I love to do it. And I've ran into some people recently that have lost that passion, lost that love, lost the reason they started doing it in the first place.
Yeah, and I think what happens is, people get swept up in, obviously, the challenges of life outside of making film per se. Those challenges being literally what everybody faces. How am I going to put food on the table, as David said earlier, and those are challenges for any and every actor, director, aspiring filmmaker across the board. It becomes such an overwhelming, if you will, issue or a set of issues suddenly where there is that month or 2 months where you're thinking, Christ, I'm gonna lose my house, I can't pay my bills, etc. And I think that sometimes can detract from all that passion and piss and vinegar that people have when they initially go after what is their dream of, say, filmmaking, directing, acting, etc. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and I think, a lot of people set standards for themselves where I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z anymore because I am now A, B, and C.
Right.
I hope I don't ever get that. Soderbergh is not there. I mean, he does, Ocean's 11 and these $30 million movies, but then he goes and makes The Girlfriend Experience with a porn star and gets independent financing, and I hope that I'm more along those lines, and I think I will be. I think you will be, you do it because you love it. I want to tell stories.
Yeah, I think that's it. You do it for the passion of telling stories through film, and you stay true to that passion, then it will pay off in its own way. Okay, both from the perspective of, I guess you might say, the gratification of knowing that you created something that entertains people. Okay, because I still get this when I get a fan letter or email from somebody in Germany for The Quick and the Undead or any of these films. I'm thinking, that is kick-ass. And Kristen, you've been in Possum Walk and such now and Sweatshop. I mean, this is something you'll experience. I mean, you get this letter from somebody or a series of letters even from the other side of the world, someone you'll never meet, but yet they've seen your work and enjoyed it enough so that they write you a letter. That is fucking awesome.
And
that's the reason for the season.
Has been Sweatshop, and that's been seen. If you know who I am and what I've done in it, you'll be able to tell that that's me. But
right.
Walkie isn't even out yet, and I have all these people writing me and telling me, "Hey, I'm such a big fan of yours, and you're awesome, and this and that." And I appreciate it, but I'm like, wow, you're just judging all of this in acting ability just from a teaser trailer and a trailer that I'm in, and it's crazy.
But I think